Summary silent funeral for the self-introduction master. Secrecy prevents large crowds from marking his death. Putin stays away from the funeral. White House claims Kremlin was behind Prigozhin's death. Prigozhin, one of 10 people who in a plane crash. St Petersburg, Russia. August 29. Russian mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin, bullied life but prudent death, was quietly buried a lush cemetery on the outskirts of St Petersburg on Tuesday, 6 days after he was unexplainedly killed an airplane. His funeral took place away from the media gaze, in stark contrast to the brash, self-proclaimed tone with which Prigozhin fueled his reputation for ruthlessness and ambition in Russia beyond. Farewell to Yevgeny Viktorovich took place in a closed format. Those who want to say goodbye can visit the Prokofskoye cemetery, the press service said in a short post on Telegram. Prigozhin, 2 senior lieutenants from Wagner Group, and 4 bodyguards were among the 10 killed when Embraer Legacy 600 private jet crashed north of Moscow on August 23. He 2 months after leading a brief revolt against the defense agency, which posed the biggest challenge since President Vladimir Putin took power in 1999. Videos from late Tuesday showed that Prigozhin's grave in the wooded cemetery was full flowers and a strong presence of police officers, members the Rosgvardia National Guard nearby. Independent news outlet Agentty Estivo reported that a cemetery worker said only 20 to 30 friends and family attended the ceremony, and the ceremony lasted only 40 minutes. In Washington, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre made her strongest statement ever about the possibility that Russian President Vladimir Putin may have directed Prigozhin's. We all know that the Kremlin has a long history of killing dissidents, he said. The secrecy surrounding his funeral meant that it could not be turned into a large-scale public display of support for Prigozhin, a ruthless figure admired by some in Russia for launching his fighters into the fiercest battles of the war in Ukraine and speaking out. In recent days, fans have been in Moscow. They piled flowers at the makeshift mausoleums of Prigozhin in St. Petersburg and elsewhere. The Kremlin dismissed Putin's claim that he ordered his death as revenge for the June rebellion, calling it an absolute lie. Earlier on Tuesday, the president announced that he would not attend the funeral. 14 and showing the grave of Russian mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin, who a plane crash last week in the Prokofskoye cemetery, St. Petersburg, Russia. August 29, 2023. Stringer received license rights suspended. Mercy Prigozhin took control the southern city of Rostov in late June, after insulting Putin's senior officials with various vulgar curses and prison slang for their inability to properly wage the Ukraine war. Its fighters shot down a number of Russian planes, killing their pilots and heading towards Moscow before turning